Hey, music lovers, my name is Joe Deep, and you're welcome to another episode of the Stories Behind podcast. Here we sit down with yours and our favorite artists to get the inside stories behind the songs you love and enjoy. Let's dive in. Today, we get to sit down with the very unique Steevane. And what I'm so excited about today is because apart from the fact that we go behind the story of a song that I feel very honored to say that I heard it, before others,
Right.
Arabambi.
Yes, sir.
And we also get to milk a little detail about what your journey has been like, from the songs you've written to As I Walk Better Ciao.
I thought that was
You
my
thought
pass
your
for real,
pass.
man. Like
We are coming
and I'm
there.
begging if you're watching this. What's your name? I've forgotten this. Please help me to remove that song. I'll be begging you not to.
From Better Ciao. You go sing out for us today. Better Ciao remix with
God.
Jody
If
to
you
As
be
I
honest, no
Walk.
problem.
And and what you losing, that was when, I had seen, you as a person. I had seen your comical side and
Right.
nature and how free spirited you can just be, which is something I really loved. But by the time I got to What You Losing, I'm like, okay. I heard As I Walk, I was like, I really love the message. When we got to What You Losing, I'm like,
Okay, you listen to As I Walk first before What You Listen.
Yes.
What You Listen actually
came before.
first.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know, but I saw it.
There was a
I was
cut.
It was, I don't listen to secular music. I did joke.
No, it's true. You have to preserve your,
So, but once I saw What You Losing, I was like, wow, there's something here. And I'll tell you even why when we get there. But let's start with Arabambi. And I think the first question I'll ask is the first question I asked. What does it mean?
Arabambi. So that basically means the clan or the kindred gave birth to this, like literal transliteration of Arabambi in Yoruba. So Ara means everybody, Bami is help me, then B is give birth.
Give birth.
So Arabambi basically means the clan or the kindred help me give birth to this. So should be entering inside how the song came from here because
carry us go where we don't know.
Okay, so basically on that very day in my studio, I had like because I've been working on the same 4 songs since last year.
Saying at the same,
The same four, like
and it sounded like frustration, like be working on 4
extremely
one song
frustrating.
per quarter.
No, it's 4 of them per
And
quarter.
it's per quarter.
New quarter go come. Okay, let's work with these 4 songs again.
Oh my
So like
God.
I've literally been on those songs right since last year, and the reason why is because like it was the names of the song fitted into the name of the EP that
Wow.
I'm working on. So
Are we permitted to hear
the name of
names
the EP,
song and the name of the EP?
and so you too, if you
All right, pay for exclusive. All right, go on. The names of the song.
Yeah.
So it was themed and well
it
put
was themed,
together. They
everything
had
was
to
there.
come through together.
But I did not realize that the idea of each song can still remain without it actually being the exact same song. Right? So it was when that now dawned on me, I was like, wait till they try to do safe, because like the music, like my musicality has grown so much from when those songs came to me.
Yeah.
So I was just struggling to make
I know
them
what
work the
you
way
mean.
they were, and it just wasn't working. And so I was like, you know what, let me just try something entirely new. And then I just laid a drum pattern.
So you
and-
produce.
Yes,
You're
I
a
produced-
producer.
I don't do that stuff.
Wow.
Yeah,
My God.
it's not easy,
We'll
Self-
talk about your
self-taught-
rates after.
Self-taught producer.
As in, you used to think to yourself.
I think we should move on. I think we should just move on.
As a self-taught leader, we follow you.
Wow.
So you
Yeah.
started laying the beats and
Yeah,
then
so
what
I just,
happened
it was not even the beat. It was just a kick and a snare. Dushka, ka dushka, ka dushka. That's all.
Mhm.
And then I wrote like the first verse. And I wish I could, like, can I play like random.
Feel free. Put it
Random.
in front of the mic.
Random, what's it called? Recordings from when I was still trying to figure out what this thing was going to be. You know.
This is giving that Ed Sheeran interview.
I hope I do well in the. I beg.
No worry, God, you're backed. God no go shame you.
You know bad like that.
So what happened was you had the.
So I just had okay, and the shakers. So I don't know. I just know that now this kind of vibe,
But this is what our song used to sound like. I not open my phone. Nobody. I don't think. If I want to do it, you have to pay me money so that I know that you pay me for the shame that I own.
Well, I think we should have an episode for shame. Just shameful stuff. All artists bring all your shameful stuff.
As long as we're making money from it.
Yes, that is content.
Everything for them.
Just shame.
Yeah, so the song had it in
no, all those things. So I wrote like I think it was just one line. I'm not sure. The first line, which says empty notes. So what's the point of the basketballs in my brain? Because that was
what made you write that line?
That was literally my reality.
So you're about to write a song. Let me get this right. You're about to write a song. You're frustrated from the EP having
those
so much setbacks,
songs.
and then trying to get it up to like the mind of where you are musically, and then you're like, you know what, I'm writing new material.
Yeah, and then I start
and
with
then
the drum pattern.
You start with the drum pattern,
and then nothing comes.
Then
I said,
from this nothing, you now write the nothing.
I say, oh boy, guys,
my note is empty.
Nothing is coming.
Nothing is coming.
And that's the first line of the song.
I love it so much. See, songwriting is so interesting because it's like anything you can think, anything with deep ground, you feel
anything, because it's like life. Like
so after you write this present reality, like did it open up like a gusher in that moment?
Open that night. It didn't open that night. So like I think it was just like 4 lines I wrote.
Yeah.
That night. So lines of frustration, emptiness. So what's the point of the basketballs in my brain? Couldn't sleep. It's already 6:30. I think that time was like maybe 3 a.m. thereabouts. It's already, but I said 6:30 so that it would be more relatable. You don't do now like since 11 we don't do on this pill. So couldn't sleep. Already.
I'm joking. Go on.
I told the story.
It was 6:30 somewhere, maybe in China.
Today, Seth. Now, if I tell you the time is 4 p.m., you can be a liar. If you tell me that you can be a liar because it's not 4 p.m.
But you lied. Let's go on.
I refuse to agree to that. But anyways, so couldn't sleep. Already 6:30. It's a new day with new pain. I'm running around. White Ekute, no do past this.
White what?
White Ekute, white rats.
White
lab
rats
going around in circles. Pessimism in the environment, but I no go let them take my peace. So that's where I just ended. Right. So
it looks more like you were just drawing in from like the current experience and writing.
Exactly. So I really did not even know, first of all, that it was even going to enter anything about like God.
Yeah.
To be honest, because like I don't know, my own, because like my own, what's it called? Like my mind space is like. I'm trying to infuse the ideologies of God into what is already popular culture or music. So basically, like what you're losing now is a love song. It's not.
I'm gonna read. I'm glad you brought this up because it was one of the things I think I mentioned it already before. While we were speaking earlier, that the song that made me take note of you, like, oh yeah. I played that song was What You Losing. Wow. And What You Losing is a love song. And I'm such a big fan of, I think we need the balance. We need everyone everywhere. There should be no place absent of God. Right. And so I'm such a big advocate for not forcing everybody. And I know what I mean by forcing. There's a way the atmosphere can force you, to look like, it's more spiritual to sing El Shaddai, and less spiritual to sing
Baby Why.
Baby Why. Do you get what I mean? And it's like that's not what today's episode will cover. But I'm so my heart is so full when I see people that we can trust. Do you get what I mean? Or people that they have their heart for God. I don't even sometimes need them to have all the knowledge. I just need they're on the path, and they're the ones that are birthing this song. So I'm gonna show you how creative Steevane is, because see my songwriting mind. This place a lock, so that you people can go and listen to what you're losing and see what you've been losing.
Word.
But look at how it opened. In fact, let me let you sing it. Sing it from the opening. I'll show you where it stops. From the opening. From I got my eyes. Yeah.
Wait, before we enter there, what was I saying before? Let me just wrap up that one.
You were saying that you didn't know that the song was going to enter God.
Yeah, so what you listening was there as I walk was about kindness and all of that.
Yeah.
So look, I never saw myself like because Arabambi now is a gospel song. Like now you can say this one is a Christian song. You understand? Nothing woman, nothing your mental health, nothing is God.
I won't bite you for God.
Yeah, so I didn't know that it was gonna become like that. I thought it was just one of my other songs.
Yeah.
Right. So, and then one thing led to another. When the chorus came, I realized, this is actually bigger than me. And then one thing led to another. I got into the studio, had like a talking drum player, had a trumpet, and then had
someone to play talking drum.
Played talking drum live.
To play trumpet live.
Yeah, so the trumpet sound I made it. I did it. It's in there the voice notes, and it just clicked that this should actually be an instrument. And I'm like, trumpet. And the person that was I wanted to record the song with, like in his studio, Kakaki. So he plays the trumpet.
Kakaki, by the
Big
way.
shout out. Like this song would not have even been possible, like to the extent at which it is without him. Because like he even, if you check the credits, I gave him songwriting credits. Because at the end of the song, they say what does that
mean? Please.
There are more than what we can use our eyes to see.
Yeah.
The host of heaven is behind me.
Love it.
In Yoruba. So he brought that line.
Love it.
That was on the day we were about to record. I was just like we're trying to arrange before the musicians came, and then he just like, something is coming. Just put it. So yeah, I didn't know it was gonna be a gospel song and a Christian song, fully Christian, but it is.
I like the twists and turns, and I'm still gonna go back to what
I thought I was gonna distract you.
Come and sing this thing for us. I know today is Arabambi, but you will sing this what you're losing for us.
Okay.
Open it. If you're out there, single. Are you single?
Yeah, I am.
You just drop singles.
I also drop an EP, so that should give you a sign that maybe something.
That's usually a cry for it.
If you don't get it,
I'll drop enough.
If you don't get that thing, forget about it. Wow.
So it starts with I got my eyes on you, and it's okay if I don't ever use them. It's all gonna depend on you. Tell me what you got. We must show you what you're losing.
Boss man. Do you know what?
Jonathan, your esteem is high. It's in Christ. I run zoom. Turn my life around all because of you.
Hi.
Wait, this part come. Cut off my dreads, sir. Clean tattoo. Get tattoo.
I don't have him.
You too they lie.
It's storytelling. Because
I'm teasing you. So cut off my dread, clean tattoo, and it's gonna make your papa. If it's gonna make
your papa love me too.
See, I like why I loved it was so relatable. Like I know how many people who, when they want to go and meet the girl they like, their parents, they start to make all these adjustments. They plait their hair, they will go and losing the hair, wear cap, cut the hair, hide the tattoos, because that's how much you can be interested in someone that you're willing to literally make changes. Some people, they go church because of woman, And so me just listening to you describe it, I'm like, this guy is a writer. This guy is an artist. Like this guy is creative enough to pull me. And it goes, girl, you got me on a chokehold. You make me break all the bro codes. I say,
when that line drop, I say,
Yusuf, you know that.
I do, bro.
If you shank me, I'll turn stone cold. So give me a time and a place, cause I got my eyes on you. See, the long story short is ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our legend, our legend.
If you don't put, I put for myself.
So I love your writing. I understand what you mean when you're like, oh, you have a direction where you like to pull in the influence of God into everything, which is something I really pray a lot of people would see the beauty and the importance of. I personally think that we need to be I'm just gonna still a little moment and just say I think we should fight to expand what it means to be Christian, because we think it's spiritual when we sort of let some of the portions go, like, oh, when it's love, it's not a Christian song. When it's what's the other thing? It's like mental health,
money,
it's not Christian
money,
song. When
sex,
it's money,
fame,
and
all
I'm
of
like,
these things.
To be Christian is to literally be fully redeemed in every matter of life, in how we love, in how we even think about sex. There's a way we think about it as Christians, right? It's a worldview, right? It's not a part of the worldview.
Yeah.
And so you come out of being a Christian to love your wife. Come out of being a Christian to be a good friend to your wife.
The fact that you even have a wife, Seth.
Do you get what I mean? It's all in there. And so there's a part of my heart that really, hopes that dichotomy, dies, where you're doing an Arabambi and it's, God, I beg.
Even without thinking,
you're doing a Arabambi and it's solid. It's part of living fully for God, and you're doing what you're losing, which is a huge part of our lives as guys. We go
so
see
it's
we
reality.
like.
It happens.
Do you understand? And God's word will instruct how we honor them and how we honor the process, and so to not exclude anything and let it be for who. To
for
take
the world to tell us how it's done.
Fight with it. So I really immediately latched on to your mind. And Arabambi is such a powerful song. The artwork said everything about the song. Who did the artwork?
Tiolu, Mama Agbalagba, or Meji. It was made by Tiolu.
I love it. Did you give her a brief for that art to be made?
This song, I call it a project. The project Arabambi is like 90% not me, because even down to the artwork itself. So there was this particular day, Triumph 30 live devotion. Yeah. So it was led by Pastor Larry Colade, and he spoke about concentration in prayer. And then he was like, when it got to the point of like prayer, he was like, we should pick something and steady our minds on it and pray. Focus. Like a practical session after he thought about it. And then I said, because at that point in time I was trying to put things in place, so I was like, oh, waiting remain artwork. So I'm like, oh, okay, let's try this. And so I just
prayed,
put it in my mind. The only thing that was in my mind was Arabambi, the name, and then as I was praying, the image just came. Wow. I'm going to do a short social media content on it, because I actually went, like, in the middle of the prayer, I went and I started drawing it with my marker on my whiteboard, and then it came about. I was actually wearing an agbada, not even what I was wearing, and then the Arabambi was I was wearing a crown, and the Arabambi was on a crown, but then after further, we saw that some things, we suppose we refine it. Yeah. Right, but the idea, the base of that idea for that artwork came
in prayer.
Yeah, and then I saw the many people. I drew normal human beings, like just stick images of human beings, and then with refining, we saw it would be angels. Yeah. And then even down to the angels, it was not just the usual idea of angels with two wings. If you look closely, there's this cherubim with the eyes and everything, and then there's the lion, the face of the man, the bear, and so the idea came, and then I reached out to her immediately, because she's the first person that came to my mind. Tiolu. I reached out to her, and then we started working. I transfer money. It took me, but I like
that you said you transfer money.
I transfer money.
Because I think some people think that we'll just cough like this. The music will just come out. Just say, yeah, guys, new music drops this Friday. If new music drops this Friday,
many things have dropped.
Money or time. Especially if you don't have the skill yourself to do from start to finish. And if you do, your time, your blood, your blood will dry. But I really love that, because that's also you don't put your money down on something except you really believe in it. Right. And so that's proof of your sacrifice to just the service of your craft, to the service of God's people. I've heard the song. I love it. One of the things that I love you did was even just letting people speak into making it as beautiful as it can be. Like, you didn't just shut it out and just go, this is it.
New single.
New single. You let us marry ideas inside it, and it's brilliant. Right at the bat, there is something that everyone will notice about the song. If people know you, they won't be shocked. But there's something that they will notice about the song immediately. The soundscape is out of this world. I'm not joking. I have not heard it anywhere before.
Me too.
Do you understand? The fusion, bringing in how it starts to, and then it's just like I won't go war. like I get back in. They carry me.
Where they bring them out,
right? Like the first. I don't know if anybody has said this to you, but like the first image in my mind is the story of the Elijah and his servants.
2 Kings 6:16.
Right, and
that's it.
just realizing, see, the fact that you don't see them doesn't mean they are not there.
That was it.
Then they know, be that servant, be the prophet. Know that God has surrounded you, and move. So it makes sense that you didn't even see it coming, and God has this plan to really center you, with the words like, "Oh, this is how you're feeling now," but son, open your eyes. And then so it starts with that feel. Then it brings in this unbelievable. If you're a musician, your mind will blow with the skillfulness of the trumpet, playing through some of the jazz notes inside this kind of sound again. Then you now start to hear I said this guy, no kill me.
See, I can't even lie, like at some point in the studio session, I just sat down, like my friend Anifome was with me, then I was like, see, just leave them, maybe they do what they do. That's Kakaki, the man who like recorded and played the trumpet and all. So he was directing the bass guitarist and I know, because the bass on that song too is us. Go and buy new speaker and listen to the bass. Jesus.
Sweet.
So at some point I just stood back. I was like, yeah, I think I've done my part. I've done my part. So you guys just take it over for me. So like kudos to like the musicians. They actually brought like the magic into it. Yeah.
If there's one thing, that you want people to experience the most when they listen to the song, what would that be?
Well, the message of the song is pretty clear, and but beyond it being clear, I want it to be real. Like I want it to like we say it like, oh yeah, we have angels, God is behind us, the Spirit of God helps us, but it needs to, like, we need to get to the point where like it's actually a reality. Like there's no time. I'm a very shy person, right? Really, but there's no time that, like, for example, and my shyness becomes increasingly so much when it's time to share the gospel with somebody. Me will be saying, I go normal gist, I go still try, but there's no time that I've prayed in the Spirit that I was not bold. Whether it's to share the gospel or to take an action that God has instructed me to do, there's no time that I've prayed in the Spirit that I did not receive that boldness. And so like it's just like what I want people to get from this is that this thing, as much as it is fact, it should be real to you.
Yeah, wear the consciousness.
It should be real. It should be like, that's literally what changes. That's what changes everything. That's what changes everything, and I just want that for everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but Steevane blows my mind, and I want everyone to experience this song. It's the sound is fresh, but the words, the relatability, you know, it's not pretentious. It's see, we did here, but
we feel
he just and please don't stress him for us, to go and release Waymaker next. If that's what God needs you do it.
my EP.
But if you see what you're gaining, if you see what you're gaining next, allow us. Allow us gain it. Just before we let you go. There's one song. God. That you released.
Hey,
there's one better song. Guys,
I tried to play it.
You know that I don't want copyright on this video.
Even if you put it, no copyright.
No copyright anything. Yeah. Are you sure?
No copyright anything.
Guys, you need to hear this. Oh my God.
It's not a song, Sha. It's a skit.
It's the album art for me.
It's a skit.
we will be skit me. So now let's do this. Aye.
Wow. Thank God for growth.
What?
Thank God for growth. Thank God for growth. Wow.
See, let me tell you, man.
You don't actually lease that beat, though. Please put some respect. I leased that. I paid more in dollars to lease the beat.
Now it's time to release it.
So let's go.
But I actually really liked it. I really did like it. I think it's fruit and it's proof of your creativity. And I think my heart really prays that nothing will stifle it.
Amen.
And that God will really help you express it fully and, expand what God is calling you to expand in this generation. Thank you so much. It was so good having you. We look forward to having you again and again. I love your brand. I love your swag. I love your journey. I love the community you're building around yourself. It's going to grow, bro. It's going to grow.
Yes.
Yeah, mark my words. And thank you so much for listening. Whenever you find a Steevane song, make sure you stream it again and again.
Yes,
God
sir.
bless you. See you soon.
Hi guys, what's good? How your family, how your friend? So my name is Steevane and you're watching the Stories Behind. I know if you forget the name, they buy me.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. Please do not forget to stream our highlighted song of the day. Follow the artist on all platforms and let them know how much of a blessing they have been to you. Also, we would love to hear from you, so feel free to shoot us an email. Follow us on IG and Twitter at The Stories BHND. One more time, The Stories BHND. Would love to hear from you, feedbacks, and maybe questions you would have loved for us to ask, or maybe you get to select who we get to interview next. God bless you. See you next time.